What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Spider Kel coming back at you one more again with another poor man's movie review. I apologize. I just got through dropping off my middle school kids, so I'm at work, but right now I'm at a layover. A layover is like a little downtime for drivers until it's time for them to start the next route, regardless if it's a school bus job or a city bus job or a tractor trailer job. If somebody tell you they laid over, that means they chilling at some random place or whatever, until their next route, or they have to leave to pick up, some shipment or whatever case. Anyway, I'm doing my child check every time I drop my kids off, whether if it's like at school or back at their bus stop. Once I'm finished and all my kids off the bus, I gotta do a child check, make sure there's no sleeping children, or if they left some shit on the bus, which they usually do. I have to check that out. So yeah, I want to apologize to you guys. I was supposed to do a movie review of Blade Runner 2049, and I haven't had a chance to do it. Because I've been reviewing so many other movies. Guys, I want to let you know I am a movie fanatic. I love movies, especially, movies that makes you think, like mysteries or thrillers, or the combination of the two or three mystery/thrillers. Stuff like that is awesome to me. And I'm really looking forward to a movie called, I think it's called The Snowman.
Please conduct your child search now.
That's Alice. That's my bus, Alice. I name her Alice because she sounds just like fucking Alice, the AI from the first Resident Evil. You're all going to die down here. I'm telling you, it sounds just like her, so I call her Alice. My bus name is Alice. So yeah, I want to see this movie that's supposed to be coming out called, I think it's called The Snowman Killer. With I can't remember the guy's name, so forgive me. I'm bad with names. The guy that plays the young Magneto in these recent, in my opinion, horrible.
Please conduct your child search now.
You hear her? She's impatient. I'm coming out. In these horrible X-Men movies as Magneto. I think he's great as Magneto. Just the movies as a whole is bad. So yeah, he's supposed to be a detective in the movie or whatever. And it looks like one of them the slash thriller slash mysteries type movies, like them type of movies that's gonna like really play with your head when you watch it. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. So Blade Runner 2049. Okay, this was, in my opinion, a really good movie. My only gripe about the movie, which doesn't have anything to do with the movie itself or the actors that was in the movie and their performances, it's more me. I'm upset because I should have watched the first Blade Runner. And the first Blade Runner has always been one of those movies growing up as a kid that you heard about, I knew of, and it looked interesting, but not interesting enough to go out my way to check the movie out. I always felt like the movie looked good, but it wasn't one of those things where, like, oh, I got to see this. It was like, wow, this looked good. So if I stumble on it, I'll watch it. And I never stumbled on it. So I should have went out my way to, excuse me guys, I should have went out my way to check the movie out, especially before I saw Blade Runner 2049, because the entire movie referenced the events that took place in the first Blade Runner with Harrison Ford. So I feel like for me, I would be able to appreciate the movie a lot better if I saw the first one. So here's a little tip for you guys. If you're curious about watching Blade Runner, do not watch it until you see the first one first. Watch the first one first, and I suggest you watch it at least twice, because I think the Blade Runner series so far is like one of those, psychological type movies, like them type of things that have like secret messages behind them that makes you think, almost like the Planet of the Apes, reboots, the series that's been going on, which are very powerful, awesome movies. Every last one of them, just FYI, the movies are amazing, and the messages, behind the subliminals behind the movie is just so powerful. I love those movies, especially the last one. Put a boy in tears. So anyway, yeah, Blade Runner. Watch the first one first, and then watch the second one. And
Charter mode has been activated.
all right, Alice, I appreciate it. And Blade Runner is about years later after the original. There's been I'm assuming some kind of rebellion that took place in the first one. So I guess like whatever events that took place in the first one, years later after that, you know, they have replicants, in this story that's supposed to be a updated version of the old replicants from the old version, because I guess the replicants in the old version are they rebelled, like they wanted freedom, because like replicants are really just like like cyborgs kind of, they're not human, they're grown, they're bioengineered, so, and it's supposed to be designed to only serve the human race, so I guess the I can't remember the names, whoever it was that originally created replicants, kept trying to make better advanced versions of these replicants, and he ended up, I guess, creating replicants that had the potential to be, I guess, self-aware, and have, desires and be curious about things that they're feeling. So, I guess they wanted freedom and they ended up rebelling because in 2049 they kept talking about a rebellion that happened years ago, and Ryan Gosling character, his character name was K, like from Man in Black. I believe Will Smith character was K, but Detective K, Officer K, or whatever, he's one of these upgraded replicants, and he's hunting other rogue replicants, mainly like older models that was a part of the rebellion years ago. So he hunts them down and he shuts them down, and he has to, I guess, like remove their eye or something, so he could like scan them and put them in the system, as in like to let them know like they're down or whatever, like they're offline or whatever. So that's his role. He does that, and his boss is, I can't remember her name in the movie, so forgive me. Robin Wright. I think she also played. She was also in Wonder Woman. Like she was the one. Hippolyta's sister. I can't remember her name either. She had a silly name too, but and she ended up training Wonder Woman, Hippolyta's daughter, which is Wonder Woman. And I think she died shortly thereafter in the movie. Spoiler alert. Fine as hell. She's also in House of Cards. She's beautiful, beautiful older woman, beautiful. So she's the boss of K, Detective K, and she sends him these cases to hunt down these replicants. In the beginning of the movie, K takes down Batista. Yeah, you heard me right, Batista. Batista, he's like one of these. He's an older replicant from years ago that also rebelled, and I guess he's a particular replicant that they've been looking for some time, and Ryan Gosling, found him. Like he became a farmer, and they have like a fight scene which was kind of epic. It was really cool, and after Gosling won the fight, he dig up some bones, I guess, that he had underneath a tree, and he took it back to his headquarters, and they got like the technology to like find out, even through old bones, like bones was just, it was a mess. They had technology to find out who that person was, everything about that person, whether or not he or she was pregnant. So the bones was a female replicant from the first movie, and evidently she had a big role in the first movie because this replicant was pregnant with a baby, and they're saying it's impossible for a replicant to be able to have children, but she was the first one to be pregnant with a child. And Kay's role at that point is to find the child, and I'm assuming kill the child. Yeah, Robin, she wanted Kay to destroy the baby because in her mind, if society was to discover, regular human beings was to discover that replicants had the ability to have children, it would be pandemonium all over again. So she wanted that baby gone, discovered, and terminated. During the investigation, Ryan, had some memories implanted when he was created, and throughout the process of his investigation looking for the child, he was under the impression that he was the child that this woman was, this other replicant, this original replicant, pregnant woman or dead woman, was pregnant by, he thought it was him. And it turned out to be someone else, a girl that her only job is to put in memories into replicants. Like she has the sharpest mind and the most vivid memory in the world. That's why her only job is to implant memories into replicants. I have to watch it again. They didn't state whether or not she was a replicant herself. I couldn't figure out if she was a replicant herself or she was a human being, and there was nothing, to hint at if she was one or the other, But Ryan Gosling also went to go see her, and he wanted her to scan his mind over some memories that he remembered to see if they was real. And she did, and the memories did turn out to be real. Everything he was looking out for and he was investigating kept turning around back on the possibilities of he might be the replicant that was actually born and not created. Harrison Ford, he played a big role in the movie, and his role was so big that once you saw him, like once Ryan found him, it was really about him. There's something about him and what the girl in the first movie, the replicant in the first movie who was pregnant by Harrison. She was pregnant by Harrison Ford, and the baby that she was pregnant by, was from Harrison Ford. Like they were the parents, and there's something about Harrison Ford that they need. Jared Leno character. I don't remember his name either, but I guess he's the new guy or the main guy that creates these replicants now, and he wanted the baby so he wanted the technology. Like he's been trying to crack this code on how to create replicants that can have children the way humans have children. But he just can't figure it out, and he wants the child, and he also wants Harrison, to be able to crack that code and figure out how to create replicants that can, breed children on their own instead of, create children the way he does. This movie was a mindfuck, guys. Like it was definitely a deep mystery / thriller. It was a mindfuck. I have to watch it at least 2 more times to pick up more Easter eggs and to pick up things that I know that I missed. Excuse me, I'm dropping trash. Pardon me. Yeah. 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 The movie is like it's a deep movie. It's a long movie, and it's definitely a movie that you have to watch at least 3 or 4 more times. 'Cause I guarantee you, you miss stuff if you only watched it once. Don't watch it once and be like, oh, that movie was terrible or anything like that. You got to watch it several times. I plan on watching it again because I have so many questions on top of questions. Even you still gonna have questions once even like you watch it several times, you still gonna have questions. And the way they leave the movie, the end of the movie, you could definitely tell that they're gonna make another one. Like, it was obvious. They did everything except at the end credits say you know Ryan Gosling or Blade Runner will be back with another sequel. Towards the end credits. Like, that's the only thing they didn't do. They're definitely gonna make another one. I'm only hoping they don't do anything stupid like make another one years and years later like they did with the original. I don't want to see Ryan, wait for like 30, 40 years or whatever the case. Yeah. And Ryan Gosling's like he's as old as Harrison Ford is now. Just for you to get a better appreciation of the movie. I don't want that. If you guys got to really make another movie, I hope to see it 2-3 years tops down the line. If you guys do something where you like wait fucking 50 years for this movie, if I'm still alive, I will not be watching that shit. I don't care. I won't care at that point. But the movie is great, guys. Like, check it out. Before you check it out, watch the first one. I have to go back and watch the first one, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch. When I watch the first one, I'm gonna watch it 2 or 3 times, in a row, and then I'm gonna go and watch 2049 again, 2 more times, to get a better appreciation. But the movie is great. I thought the movie was awesome. It's a mind fuck. Please don't be one of those people. Or, scratch that. Don't watch this movie. If you want to truly appreciate this movie, if you have family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, children, anyone that distracts you or talks during the movie, do not go to the movies with them. If you one of those people, that normally goes with these type of people to the movie and they talk throughout the movie, or you have kids that make a lot of noise and they fidget around in their seats, you pay more attention to them than to the movie, don't bring them with you. Pick a day where it'll be time for yourself and you really want to watch the movie and get a good appreciation for the movie. Go watch it by yourself so you can fully absorb and take in everything that's going on in the movie. I'm telling you, because if you watch it with anyone and you're distracted, you're not going to pick up on a lot of stuff. You're going to miss a lot of stuff, and you're going to like give the movie a bad review, or you're going to say the movie sucked. And the movie does not suck by any means. Like, the movie is amazing. It's visually amazing. It's mentally amazing. It has a lot of subliminals through the movie that you appreciate, that you can actually cross-reference and think about, like, oh wow, like we do that shit today. A lot of great stuff like that. It's a deep movie. It's a great movie. So watch it by yourself to get a better appreciation, and watch it more than once. If I was gonna give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Easy. It's that good. Don't cheat yourself. Go watch that movie and watch it alone, unless you have someone that knows how to shut the fuck up, throughout the movie, and have spliff talk with someone that's also watched the movie, or whoever it is that went to the movies to watch it with you. Have spliff talk about the movie, because it is a deep movie, and I guarantee you missed stuff, because I missed stuff, and I gotta go back because I have so many questions about this movie. The only reason, to tell you the truth, why I haven't gone back to watch the movie again is because there's so many great movies that's coming out that I want to see and talk about. It's hard to keep up with all of them, and at the same time, I'm keeping myself open and prepared for Justice League. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from watching that. Justice League and Thor, but mainly Justice League. I'm gonna be there for that, so you better get ready for that, because I'm ready for that. But yeah, I want to see. I wanted to go see Happy Dying's Day or something like that. Something like that, about this girl that keeps dying on the same day over and over again. It's like It's like a fucked up version of Groundhog's Day from, I can't remember this guy's name either. He was on the old school Ghostbusters movie. What is his name? I'm sorry, guys. I suck when it comes to names. Forgive me. But yeah, I want to check that movie out, and I do plan on checking that out and do a review on that. But yeah, go check Blade Runner 2049. It's an amazing movie. There's so much I haven't told you about, like the AI that Ryan Gosling had. There was like a AI virtual reality woman that was in love with him, but at the same time, the technology that he got, that's what they supposed to do, but she seemed like she was like a little extra with it, you know, like she really truly loved him. It was beyond her programming, you know, that she genuinely loved him. And she did some shit where she called a prostitute herself to come to the house so she can merge her body with the prostitute body just to jump Ryan Gosling boat. It was crazy. It was crazy. Very interesting. Go watch the movie, guys. Go watch the movie. It's a great movie. Watch it more than once, because I plan to. It's deep, you know. And watch part 1 before you watch part 2. Don't do like me. I was thinking I wouldn't have to see part 1 in order to appreciate part 2. I mean, I did still appreciate part 2, but I feel like I would appreciate it even more if I saw part 1, because they reference part 1 throughout the entire movie. Like, this part 2 was really about the aftermath of part 1, which is kind of disappointing to me, because, like, you know, I feel like they could have had made, you know, 2049 when the original Blade Runner was fresh, you know, at least 10 or 11 years ago. You could have done this, you know, but whatever. It's a great movie, guys. 9 out of 10 is what I'm giving it. You guys check it out. I apologize for you know, bringing this video out so late talking about this movie. I appreciate you guys staying with me. You know, stay tuned. I've been talking to my peoples, my crew. We still gonna bring you guys entertainment videos. What we're planning on doing is creating a channel together. I suggested to them, let's create a channel together with us versus putting our vids on my channel. That way you guys can get a better appreciation of all of us individually, you know. But stay tuned to that. I'll let you know the details when we're good and ready, you know. And check out Blade Runner 2049. And I'll holler at you guys later. I'm going to go pick up these badass kids before I head home for the morning, and then do it again this evening and drop it back off. All right, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Peace out.